Okay, last week's vlog started with what I'm going to show you. The house across the street. I'm showing you the house across the street again. Oh my goodness, look at it. He has added more. I was walking by and it's like, oh my goodness. Is that not wonderful? I mean, who needs to go to Southern Lights when you can just open the door and look across the street? I think it is beautiful. And I'm not going outside because I've had a shower and it's cold. You see how his snowman is leaning forward? Right there. I told you last week that it had rained and rained and rained, and so these inflatables fell over the edge of the roof. Guido's barking. Fell over the edge of the roof, but he apparently has gotten up there. Somebody's walking by. He apparently has gotten up there and fixed them, and so now he just needs to work on that snowman a little bit. But I absolutely love it, and he just added that tree out in his front yard on the front left. Because that was not out there earlier. I don't even know when he has time to do this stuff. But you can see cars slow down when they go by here because it's so... Look at this. This one's slowing down. See that car? They're like stopped in the middle of the road because nobody's behind them. And you just want to stop and look because it's so pretty that it's like, who wouldn't want to see that? I've actually seen pictures on Facebook of this house already. I'm sitting next to the tree because I wanted to tell you, Malcolm sent me on Facebook, he sent me a little clip. It was a video montage of cats in Christmas trees. And these cats that climb in Christmas trees and they get stuck in the Christmas trees. And one of them was like, the owner was trying to get it out and it was batting its paws and not wanting to get out of the tree. And he said, "Where's Chapel?" Malcolm said that. And I told him, I said, Chapel would never climb up in the Christmas tree. Now, when we don't have presents under the tree, he will lay under it, but he won't climb up in it because he is scared of everything. When he was very young, we had just come back from, let's say, Target or somewhere, and we left a Target bag laying on the bed and he crawled in it, and we thought, oh, that's so cute. Well, the next thing we know, something spooked him. Maybe the noise of the bag rustling or something spooked him, and he went tearing through the house. And one of his nails, this is horrific, so if you're squeamish, this is gonna make you sick. One of his nails got stuck in the bag and it pulled it out. And I mean, it pulled it from the socket. It was a hollow socket and it was horrible. And it was very, very, very traumatic for him. We felt horrible about it that he got stuck in that bag, but he even urinated a little bit through the house because it was stuck on him. And you know, if he had been okay afterwards, it actually could have been comical because, you know, it scared him so bad that, you know, sometimes when people get scared, it's kind of funny. But it was so traumatic for him and it hurt him so bad that it's like, we can't even laugh about it to this day because it was horrible for him. So he won't climb up in the tree because he's scared of everything. But I wanted to tell you too, we've only watched our second Christmas movie last night. We watched Noel, which I told you about last week, and it's on the Disney Plus. And last night we watched one that is not your typical Christmas movie, but it takes place at Christmas, so it counts as a Christmas movie to me. And that is Die Hard. So Kevin and when I was growing up, I watched Die Hard probably 10 times because I just like action movies like that. And I like Bruce Willis a lot. And so I hadn't seen Die Hard in years, and neither had Kevin. And I've asked Ashley to watch it with me. Ashley's never seen any of the Die Hard movies. But you know, I told Kevin when we were watching it last night, I said, I'm enjoying this. I love it because I love Bruce Willis and action movies. but it's really not Ashley's kind of movie. She likes some action movies, but I just don't think it's her. I don't think it's her kind of movie. But I enjoyed it very, very much. And now that I've seen that one, I want to watch all the other ones too, of course. I don't think the other ones... I know for sure the third one doesn't take place in Christmas. Because I believe that was like summer in New York. But the second one takes place at an airport. And I know it's really, really cold. But it seems like it's because of where they are, not because it's Christmas time. So I doubt we'll watch either one of those next. We'll keep working on Christmas movies because it won't be long before it's here. And, you know, you only have so many days to watch those Christmas movies. And then I don't feel like watching Christmas movies once it's over, you know, once Christmas is over. So I want to watch them leading up to Christmas. So I'll let you know what we watch next. I'll show you the guy's house across the street, what it looks like during the day. So here's what it looks like during the day. And he hasn't turned off his inflatables, but the lights are out. I'm pretty sure the lights aren't on. So he came home and he must have just flipped the switch. But he didn't get his snowman to stand back up. But that's what it looks like during the day. So, I mean, it looks fine during the day. But, boy, you can really tell how pretty it is at night. I got some Christmas cards in the mail today. I got this one from my aunt. And I got this one from Sheila. And this one's really cool because it actually has a ornament on the inside. And then this last one is from Rachel, and this is so cool. I cannot wait to set this out. It looks like a snow globe. And so there's one side of it, and then you can turn it around, and here is the other side of it. I love it. Well, I told you we watched Die Hard, which isn't the typical Christmas movie. And I noticed the movie, I think it holds up pretty well. I mean, the one major thing that I noticed was, I'm not giving away anything by telling you this. If you haven't seen it, it's okay. In the very beginning of the movie, they're in this big high-rise building. And there's these people, they're all on the 30th floor of the building. And they're the only ones there. And what happens in the very beginning is these Russians come in and they take over. And what I noticed right away was no cell phones. Because I was thinking to myself, I didn't say it out loud because I don't want to say anything and ruin the moment for Kevin. But he was probably thinking the same thing. I was thinking, okay, if this were to take place now, people would be Instagramming it. Instagram stories, it would be on Facebook Live, and the cops would have already been called. People would already know that this was going down because the cell phones would have been out. So, and it makes you wonder if there, I mean, Lord forbid if there ever was a takeover like that. I mean, I'm sure cell phones would affect everything. I don't see how you could do it these days with the presence of cell phones. So, but we still enjoyed the movie very much. I don't know if I'm going to be able to set you up here or not. So then last night we watched another Christmas movie that is not, it's listed under Christmas movies, but it's not your typical Christmas movie at all. It's called The Family Man. And it takes place at Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, though, so. Yes. And it has the main person in it is Nicolas Cage and Tia Leone. Tia Leone was the one who was married to David Duchovny from the X-Files, and she's real cute. She has real short blonde hair, and it always has this little like flip to it. She's just real cute, real tiny. But Nicolas Cage looked so young. It's amazing when you see people now and then you see people back in these, like Bruce Willis, seeing him in Die Hard. It was just, it was a huge difference. You know, Bob was talking about some movie secrets on the radio, and he said one of the secrets, one of the things that happens in Die Hard is he walks through glass. He said that Bruce Willis said that he was wearing fake feet during that scene, and if fake feet if you look really close.
Like they're like shoes almost that look
yeah,
like
and
feet.
I thought, okay, Kevin, he literally just talked about this, and I thought, we need to watch that again. That scene, we need to fast forward to that, skip to that scene to see if we can tell that he's wearing fake feet. But anyway, the Family Man was one of those, it's kind of like if you've ever seen sliding doors, like what would happen if this had happened in your life instead of this.
Of course, sliding doors is constant changes though.
Oh, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Gosh, if it's not a Christmas movie, but if you have not seen Sliding Doors, it has Gwyneth Paltrow. Excellent movie. But now The Family Man, it's about basically what would his life have looked like. In the beginning of the movie, he's a very, very wealthy, successful businessman. He's a bachelor. He's very happy on his own. He doesn't have any ties to family or anything like that, and he's completely happy. He lives in a penthouse apartment, and so then he finds out what his life would have been like had he married his college sweetheart and not gone to London for a year. And if he married his college sweetheart and had that life with her, where he had a dog and a house in New Jersey and 2 kids, and his career was different and everything. The thing about it was, for me, I think that they really wanted you to I think they wanted the viewer to feel like, oh, he should choose the life with the family and the dog, and I think they wanted you to choose that life for him. It had the opposite effect on me, though, because where they went wrong for me is, at the very beginning of the movie, he wasn't sad about his life.
That's exactly. They didn't make him out to be missing anything.
No, he wasn't missing anything. And I mean, he even told somebody, I'm not missing out on anything. There's nothing missing from my life.
The point they were trying to make was, you really were missing something, you just didn't realize it. You were missing love and companionship.
If I don't realize it, then guess what? I'm not missing it.
You're not missing it.
Because I don't miss what I don't know.
It's true.
That's...
But yeah, that was the mistake they made in that movie. They didn't sell that message clear enough.
No, they didn't, because he was very happy. He was very happy with where he lived. He was happy with his job. Very, very successful. The love relationships in his life at the beginning of the movie, he was content there. Everything was fine. He was respected by his peers, and so yeah, for me, it did not have the same impact that it probably would for a lot of people. Although I thought his life was nice with the kids and everything, it didn't make me feel, I think, what they wanted me to feel. So that's the third Christmas movie we watched: Noel, Die Hard, and The Family Man. So we haven't watched any of our traditional Christmas movies yet, but I want to. Like I told Kevin, I definitely want to watch A Christmas Carol. A Christmas Carol, the one with Patrick Stewart, is my very, very favorite.
It's from like 99 or something like that.
It's fantastic. And when I was younger, I used to watch Mr. Magoo, the cartoon.
Yeah, I can't hang with that anymore.
Mr. Magoo. But I wasn't as crazy about A Christmas Carol as I am now that I'm older. And I've actually read the book by Charles Dickens, and it's the same thing. I mean, they do such a good job. So if you read the book and you're worried you would be disappointed by the movie, you would be, because they do such a phenomenal job. So right now we're on our way to Lexington, as you probably guessed. We're on the interstate, and if you recall from last week's vlog, Ashley's car motor blew up basically, and so we have not had a car. We haven't been able to go anywhere. Ashley's been using the car a lot, and so we haven't been able to run we haven't been able to run and go to stores like we normally do. So today I'm going to try to get some running done because I'm going to be watching Amelia later on. Gavin, the Christmas parade is in Winchester tonight. And if you were watching my vlogs last year, we filmed the Christmas parade. I think it's called Winchester, Kentucky Christmas Parade or something like that. It's very small. Don't expect Macy's.
Small town.
Small town. It's small town America, bless you. Small town America. So that's tonight. And it is, Gavin, what I was getting at, Gavin is in the Boy Scouts now. And so he's going to be on a float. Christina said that all the Boy Scouts are going to be snowmen. And this man has created like this snow globe. And it's going to look like it's snowing in the snow globe. And all the Boy Scouts are going to be dressed up as snowmen underneath their Boy Scout costumes. So, and then they have to be there early to get judged. And then after that, they're going to like have hot chocolate and snacks at this church. And then they're going to go back down tonight for the parade. So I looked up the weather, and it's supposed to be like 41 degrees at the time of the parade. And I just knew Amelia would be absolutely miserable. I would want to stand out in that cold weather. So I told Christina, I said, if you want, you can bring Amelia to the house, and I will watch her at the house, and she can stay warm while you all go to the Christmas parade. And she was very grateful, and so that's why we're getting our running done. It's 9:30 Saturday morning, and so that's why we're getting it done early, so that we can hit a bunch of places before we get home and have to watch Amelia. I have some Christmas cards here. This one is from Ashley in Phoenix, Arizona. But the angel said to them, do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all the people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord. That always reminds me of Peanuts. If you watch the Peanuts. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to Tammy and Kevin. Hope you all have a wonderful holiday. Thank you very, very much for your card. I love Christmas cards. And always hang them up in the hallway. This one is from Alicia Smith in Illinois. And it says happy anniversary. I wasn't expecting that one. Dear Tammy and Kevin, this is your day. It belongs to the two of you. Hope you savor each moment. I hope you both have a great day. God bless you both with love. Alicia Smith. And then there's a card in here. I wasn't expecting an anniversary card. Kevin and I never, I don't even know that we ever even talk about our anniversary, honestly. Oh, that's cute. That's very cute. Merry Christmas 2019. That was very smart of you to
put two in one.
Yes, very smart. Thank you very, very much. I love those. From Kevin in Harrodsburg, Kentucky.
Yeah.
So he is not very far from us at all. Harrodsburg isn't that far. Christmas greetings. And hopefully Kevin doesn't mind his last name being on camera, because there it is. I hope your Christmas is filled with much joy and happiness. So this one is from Jean. For Christmas, couldn't wait to sing you my own unique version of Oh Holy Night. Aren't you glad you got this card instead? Oh well, Merry Christmas. Love you, Jean, Crystal, and Lacey. Thank you very, very much. So now I have this box from Spagenvala Chocolatier. I'm probably not saying that right. They are in Gaithersburg, Maryland. And so I'm just going to open it. I don't know if they sent this to me or if someone ordered this and sent this to me. I just don't know. Spagen, that is beautiful. Look how gorgeous that is. A gift for you. Oh, from Jason. Dear Tammy and Kevin, I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year. Sending love and warm wishes from Maryland, Jason. Jason has sent us all kinds of stuff from Maryland. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. I think that let me make sure I got it all. Yes. I think that I have seen pictures of these on Instagram, and they look like jewels, but they are specialty chocolates. So this is the bonbon collection, and then this one is the truffle collection, and there are lots of flavors in there. So this is one of those reviews we will review one at a time, because this is a lot of chocolate for one time, but we will enjoy this very, very much. So thank you, Jason. We just did a review of the Cheerios. This is the oats and honey. It was absolutely delicious. And then Introverted Owl said, I wonder how that would taste on your granola, on your yogurt, and instead of granola. So I'm going to try it. But I told Kevin, that I don't want as many calories for the granola. For my granola, I usually only get like 150 calories. So he figured it out for me, and he said that about 27 grams of these Cheerios is 115 calories. So you add the 115 to the 80, and that's a good snack. So I'm going to weigh it out here. I figured I'd do it on camera just to see, so that you all would know about how, if that's a good amount. Okay, so so 27. So we'll see if this is enough. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, there you go. Look. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, see, there. Look, it keeps going from 26 to 27. That is a good amount, and honestly, that is about as much granola as I usually get. So now, what's gonna be interesting is it gonna taste good? Am I gonna like this as much as I do the granola? So I figured I would actually try it for you. Now I'll go ahead and dump it all on there, and we'll see. Usually the granola goes all the way to the top. Yep, and that is too. That's over the top. So, yeah, I love the amount that you get. Now, can you get your spoon down in there? That's the thing. That is a really good amount. Okay, here we go. That's delicious. That is wonderful. I'm going to have to tell, my sister's the one that turned me on to the granola and yogurt. I'm going to have to tell her about this, because this is so delicious, and you can see how much you get, and I think that's pretty low calorie. So thank you very much for telling me about this. I got some cards from Malcolm in the United Kingdom. Oh, let's see. Now you can hang your cards on the tree. Oh, how pretty. This one is a carousel, and this one looks like almost like a birdhouse. That is so pretty. Very, very pretty. That's what it looks like. I'll have to open these and see how they look. Oh, and Malcolm knows I love these cards. These are Treasures pop-up cards. Village Skaters, it says. Let's see. There's more. This one is Santa Sleigh Ride. I love decorating with these. So when I get these cards, oh yes, Me and McHugh. This is the brand that he normally sends me. Me and McHugh. Anytime though that he sends me these, I always decorate with them. You know what? I bet he forgot that he got me that one. I have that one. It's in the...
Good thing is it's a decoration though. So.
It's a decoration, so I can have one in the dining room and I could have one in here if I wanted to. But yes, let me see one of these because I've never seen this before. These are beautiful though, and I get them out year after year. This one says baubles. That's what it's called. And I don't know that I'll be able to figure it out or not. You're normally the person who puts together. Yeah, this is something that I think you have to put it together. Okay, so, oh, is that a, that's an envelope. Oh, yeah, so you could mail it if you wanted to. And a stiff piece of cardboard to keep it safe. So, this opens like this. And then this looks like it goes around the bottom.
Or the top.
No, because it goes, yeah. So, wonder what the holes are for in the bottom. Do you see those holes? Do you see the holes in here? There's some holes all around it.
I think those slide into that, don't they?
Let's see. Okay, so this, and then maybe you open it up like that once you get it in here. That doesn't look right.
No, I think
Here, let me hold the camera and you do it. Kevin does these paper projects, and so
they're like little slots, aren't they? Yeah.
Oh, they're slots?
Yeah, I think each one of these goes in a slot.
Oh. Oh, so it's not a hole.
No, these probably have a slot too. These have a slot too, no? I could be wrong.
It doesn't look like it goes in there.
It doesn't have a slot. It's not cut.
No. So I think it just sits inside there. So I don't know what the holes are for around the...
Just decoration.
There we go. That is so pretty.
There we go. You just had to put them on the little bumps.
And the tag, yeah, there we go. So this is how it looks, and those horses will actually, they actually move on there. That's very pretty.
Except
Do you want?
It's trapped.
The horse is trapped. Do you want to open the other one? This one? Open that one and see what it looks like. That is so pretty. Look at that. I love that, and that'll look really nice on the tree. Or you could sit that on an end table too, but I think it'll look prettier hanging, so that's probably what I'll do. And then this one's the one that looks like a little birdhouse. Oh, well, that was easy.
That was easy. Look at these little tabs on the top. Go on the roof. The roof.
Oh, that's so cute. That is so neat. Look how pretty that is. And the soldier and the girl move. That looks like something German, doesn't it?
It does.
And then what are these other ones? Do you want to look at one of these? Let's see. Look at that one. It's a pop-up card. These are not cheap either. I'm seeing that one says £5.50. So it's a good thing that
What does it say? Display your card, but then what does it say underneath there?
Lock, tab, and slot. It's a good thing I hold on to these because they are so pricey. This is not something that you would want to ever throw away.
Lock this into that slot.
Oh, so that it doesn't close. So that you can display it.
Yeah. It goes in that little slot right there on the bottom. That's cool. That's pretty.
Oh, that's very pretty. And okay, now there's this one. I'm just gonna make him, here, I'll get a close-up of this. Gonna make him open them all.
Little.
Yeah, I just have to bend them back. This reminds me of those plates that I have in there. They have, because they have the Santa Claus and the reindeer.
It's pretty.
It's very pretty. I used to have some stationery that looked like that, and it was from the United Kingdom. We had some neighbors, and he was from Leicester, I believe. And they would go over, and when they would come back, they would bring us some stuff, and because we would watch their dog a lot of times, and so they brought me a set of stationery, and it was really nice, and that reminds me of that. That is so pretty. That's very nice. Now,
You want me to open all of them? I've never opened one of these before.
oh yeah, usually I open these because they're really simple, something that I can do. You just manipulate it into place, really, but they're beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, I love the detail on these. It's like a piece of artwork.
It is. There's all kinds of stuff. There's reindeer in there.
Oh yeah, there's always a lot of detail in these. So
That's cool.
yeah, I love these. Well, last week I talked to you while I was doing laundry. This week I'm talking to you while I'm doing laundry again. I wanted to get you caught up on the Christmas movies that we've watched. We watched Holiday Inn one night, which is a musical, and truly it's like all holidays. It's not just Christmas, but that's when Kevin and I watch it as Christmas. Do you think it's primarily Christmas?
They do Christmas twice, I think.
Okay? Oh yeah, they do go through Christmas twice. So yeah, I can understand why that would be a Christmas movie. And then I rented, I wanted to watch, I love the Waltons. My mom was a huge fan of the Waltons. So growing up, I watched the Waltons too. And so I looked up on Amazon Prime to see if they had the episode called The Best Christmas, and they did. It was $1.99, and so I think, I don't know that we've rented a ton from Amazon Prime, but it was really easy to do. You just had to find it. I'm glad that I had already looked it up on the computer to see what it looked like, because it was like in a bundle with other shows. So like the thumbnail was for like 5 shows. And if I hadn't have known that that episode was in with like this bundle or under this heading, I know I'm not explaining it very well, but I wouldn't have known it was there, put it that way. So I'm glad I had already looked it up on the computer. But now you rented that one episode for $1.99. So even though I'm saying it was like packaged in a bundle with other shows, you only got that Waltons episode. So Kevin and I watched the Waltons, The Best Christmas, and I loved it. And they showed just about everybody in the show, but Miss Mamie and Miss Emily. They were not in the episode, which surprised me. I don't know why they wouldn't have been in there, but everybody else was in there. Even Maude and Corbeth and Ike. I mean, they just showed everybody. So it was really good. And then we watched one last night that it was new to us. Was that Rock Hudson?
Yeah, Rock Hudson.
And it was called All That Heaven Allows?
Yeah. Not sure what that name had to do with anything.
Yeah. Yeah, first of all, that's a good point. First of all That Heaven Allows was the name of this movie. I think it was from like the 40s or something. It was packaged as a Christmas movie. Christmas was maybe 10 minutes in this movie. So the whole movie you're thinking, okay, how is this a Christmas movie at all? Oh, they threw a tree in there. There was like one couple of hour period that takes place during Christmas. Yeah, it ended, it was cold outside. And, but Rock Hudson, this was not his best acting, for sure. He kind of acted weird in it. The whole time it was kind of if they had put an underlying like creepy music underneath of it, I mean, he just acted weird. It's not one that we would ever watch again. And I do not consider it to be a Christmas movie at all. But anyway, so that's what we've watched so far. So now we will probably watch our favorites. We'll probably start, especially now that we're getting down to it, now that there's not that much time left. We'll probably watch A Christmas Carol and A Christmas Story and all that, Christmas with the Cranks and things like that. So, but I had a question for you all. Kevin, our personalities are different in that I'm a divide and conquer type of person, and Kevin is a let's work together, let's do it together type of person. So I'm wondering what kind of personalities you all are. And what I mean by that is, like, if there's a job to be done, Kevin's like, let's do it together and get it done quickly. And I understand that. I totally understand that. For example, if we have cans that we need to put in the refrigerator, well, Kevin would rather stand there with me and hand me the cans, and so that he'll hand me the can and I'll put it in. He would rather do that together, whereas for me, I'm like, okay, I've got this, you go do something else that needs to be done. So I'm that way. I've just noticed this about myself. I've never noticed it before. And sometimes, you know, it takes years to learn things about yourselves. But just like the other day, making the bed. I was getting ready to make up the bed, and Kevin's like, well, I'll help you make up the bed. And I'm like, okay, when we get up in the morning, there are certain jobs that have to be done. Right now, it's the bed has to be made. You need to turn on the Christmas lights, you know, on the staircase. You need to turn on the tree. You need to do all this stuff. So none of that had been done. So for me, I said, okay, either I'm going to make the bed or you can make the bed, and then the other person can go get the lights. We don't both need to be standing here making the bed. So I made the bed and he went and got the Christmas lights. But that's just my personality, to where I want to divide it out and get it done, or instead of staying there and both of us doing the bed, and then, you know. So it just made me curious, is that weird? Is that just some kind of weird thing in my personality? Maybe other people aren't like that. Maybe most people do want to work together and get things done. Does that say a lot about me, that I don't want to work, that I don't work well with others? I don't know. So I ordered something from eBay, and it just came in the mail, and I thought I would share it with you. I haven't opened the box yet, but if you know me, then this will not surprise you at all what's in this box. So I was thrilled to be able to find these. I can't wait to take a picture of them and show them to my dad, and my aunt, actually. These are Christmas ornaments from the 1950s, and you can see that they were 89 cents from a place called Flowerland, and then they were on sale for 64 cents. I paid $20. That's for shipping and for the ornaments themselves. There are three, they're called double glow Christmas ornaments, and there are three little clowns. And the reason that I wanted them is because I grew up with these on our Christmas tree. My parents always had these, but knowing that they are from the 50s, they were probably my grandmother Scott's. And I can remember, like, some of them had the little wand, and some of them didn't. It's like some of them were missing, and I don't know whatever, I don't even remember whatever happened to these, because I got all of my mom's Christmas ornaments, so you would think they would still be around. So I want to carefully open this. Let's see. Okay. I'll show you how they look outside the box.
They have the box still.
Yeah, because I'm going to end up hanging them on the tree anyway. I'm actually going to use them. So I'll show you how they look. So there they are, and they're just little clowns. And so some people probably think,
Are they fuzzy?
yeah, they're like felt.
Huh.
And so some people probably think they're really ugly and they wouldn't get it at all. But they're from
your childhood.
It's something from my childhood, so it means a lot to me. You can see he decorated all the way around his yard, even the side yard. He did a phenomenal job. Actually, we'll go over here real quick, and I'll let you see it. There we go. Look at it. We'll go real slow. I love the snowflake that he has up there, and there's another snowflake. And we'll go up here. It looks like there's some lights right up here. I may as well show you up here real quick. And they have some stuff on their porch. And then across the street here, Kevin, can you zoom in over there across the street? Kevin's my designated cameraman tonight. Here, let me get up next to it and I'll get it out my window. So there's what it looks like over here. And then there's some right there.
This camera makes it look brighter than it is.
Oh, does it? So
Yeah.
does it look like it's daylight?
It looks like it's
outside?
daylight almost.
So, but can you see the lights?
Yeah.
Okay. So these are just a few around our house. There's some more up here that not everybody does it. Like we don't have lights outside of our house. So I'll show you these up here. They have some toy soldiers out front in front of their house. So, oh, and you can see their tree in the window. Do you see their tree? Oh, it's so beautiful. I've shown you this house in the past. I think it's neat. They have lots of glass, and so you can see in their house, and I'm really nosy. But you see their snowman up at the top on the roof? I'm ready to end the vlog for the week because it's already long, but I wanted to end talking about two things. First of all, a couple of weeks ago, we did a video talking about the shows we were watching, and
they're starting to wrap up now.
They're starting to wrap up. One of those is Survivor, and I was very vague a couple of weeks ago, and actually I'm going to stay vague right now. But I said that I figured when somebody went home from Survivor, their life was going to be different because some things came out about them. Well, we just found out last night, the person I was talking about was Dan, and we found out that he basically got sent home.
Yeah.
He didn't
for doing something inappropriate to a production crew.
Which doesn't surprise me at all, because I feel like there's going to be skeletons coming out of his closet once he gets home. Anyway, so we've been watching that. We started watching The Crown. We've watched what, four? I think the first four episodes of The Crown. If you watch The Crown and if you watch Victoria, The Crown it's much drier.
It's more historical.
Right. I feel like Victoria is more fun to watch. But I enjoy The Crown as well. The Crown takes some getting into it.
Yeah, it does. It's interesting.
It is.
But it's more like watching a documentary compared to Victoria is more like a movie, like a real TV actual
Victoria
show.
reminds me of like when you watch Marie Antoinette or something, which I love that movie. And then we've been watching, I said we would probably watch a Christmas movie last night. We didn't end up watching a Christmas movie because we watched Survivor and The Apprentice. But we did watch the Christmas episode of MASH, and it was a complete fluke.
Yeah, it was an accident.
Because we had no idea. We were just like, okay, let's watch the next episode of MASH, and it ended up being a Christmas episode. And I'm enjoying it so much. And I do have to say, when I was a kid, I didn't realize how good looking Alan Alda is. Alan Alda is a good looking man, I think. He really is. I mean, he's constantly coming on to women, which I think
that's part of that
it's like harassment almost.
Well, him and the other guy.
Yeah, it's really would be considered sexual harassment.
Nowadays, definitely.
You couldn't get away with that at all. But then I wanted to tell you that about Ashley's car. So last week I told you that her motor blew up, and I fully intended that this week we would end with
we have a conclusion.
She got her car back. I totally thought, we thought today's Thursday, we thought she would have her car back today.
It's been a week.
So when did you discover that about the manifold? Was it Tuesday?
I hadn't heard from him Tuesday.
Right.
So I called and he said, we've got the engine, we've got it mostly in. Was that Tuesday? It had to have been, what's today? Thursday?
Today's Thursday.
So it had to have been Tuesday. Tuesday I called just to check on it, just see what they were doing. He said, we got the engine in. We had to order a manifold for it, so that took an extra day because the manifold on it was cracked. Manifold's what connects your exhaust to your engine. So, you have to get the exhaust out of the engine into your exhaust pipes. That's what connects it. So, it was cracked, and I said, does that happen? He said, well, it looked like it had gotten really, really hot. And he said that probably happened when the engine blew out. As the engine got hot, made the manifold get hot, it all just kind of happened at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Tuesday.
So we were still hopeful that...
He said it'd be another day or two and we'll get it all. We'll have it all in and tested and everything.
Right. So today... Ashley called this morning because she was hoping that when Kevin picked her up from work that...
we'd just be able to go get it.
Go get the car. So... She found out
her computer's now scrambled. He said it'll turn over once and just not do anything else. It'll like, and that's it. It'll crank over once. So they worked on her car all day yesterday, trying to do the wiring and everything. They told her it was the only car they worked on all day yesterday. All of them worked on that one car all day. They were looking at wiring to see if something was shorted out, see if something wasn't connected. It ended up that the best they could figure out is the computer. So they ran tests on the computer and it's just gone. It's fried. So they've got someone coming in. He can't be there until the 23rd. And it's going to cost her anywhere from $100 to $200 to basically reflash the computer that's in the car.
So that means they're going to basically
reprogram, reinstall basically everything,
so,
software-wise. Yeah.
So like if you reinstall everything on your computer.
Yeah, like if you got a new computer and you have to reinstall everything from one computer to the other, that's kind of what it's doing.
But it normally it apparently doesn't take that long to do it. It's the matter of getting the guy to come
and having the software, the appropriate software and everything.
And they called around a bunch of different places, and this guy said, yeah, well, I can come, but I can't come until the 23rd.
Yeah. So maybe we'll have a cancellation and get it done early. That'd be nice, but probably not.
You're more hopeful than me. Yeah, so he's not even... Yeah, he's not even going to be able to come until...
And hopefully whatever he does will fix it.
And hopefully he'll be able to finish it on the 23rd.
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully whatever he does will fix it right
Yeah,
there.
We don't know how long it takes. If you all know, you can leave it in the comments and tell us how long does it normally take.
If it's just flashing, it doesn't take but no time.
Yeah, see, I don't know anything of it.
Yeah, it doesn't take no time.
So you think she'll have it that day?
If it's just a flash.
Okay.
If they're just reprogramming, copying a program from his computer over to that computer at the car, it literally takes like minutes,
Well, apparently this car has been a big aggravation to him too, as a mechanic.
Yeah. It's annoying. I've had computers like that. When I've worked on computers, it's like no matter what you do, it just doesn't fix the problem 100%. Mm-hmm. And for a computer, it's good because, you spend a couple $100 and you can replace pretty much everything in it for like $400. Cars aren't quite that easy.
Right. So I had hoped to have an end for you, and so
we probably won't know anything until the next one.
Yeah. So,
not the next one, but the one after that even.
Yeah, so this vlog will go up on the 16th, and then the next vlog will go up on the 23rd.
Right,
but we won't have, there's going to be a whole week where, unless by some miracle, they're able to come and they get it done early, which it's not going to happen because this guy has scheduled it for the 23rd. He won't get it done. Then you can just assume that she does not have her car and she's there. Kevin's having to give her rides, or she's having to get rides, or whatever. So, but tomorrow, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I have called Christina and asked if Gavin and Amelia can spend the night, And so they're gonna come and spend the night, and we're gonna watch some Christmas movies, and we're gonna make cookies and do a lot of fun stuff with them. So I'll try to vlog as much of that as I possibly can. But I hope you all have a great week, and thanks for watching.